Welcome back to the Five Room Dungeon. My name is Saucy, and I'll be your DM for the final portion of the heist with the Crooked Crown. And we are in room 5. Things are going down, but let's go around the party. Let's talk about what everybody's doing. Let's start over here on my left.
I'm Caspian, and I don't feel so good.
I'm Salvatore, and I should be wondering why I'm here right now, but for some reason I'm just having trouble thinking.
I am Aorc, and I break chains.
I am Ior, breaker of chains.
Breaker of chains, returner of the slab.
Okay, so where we are is at the heart of a mountain, inside a giant, unnatural steel domed room with an inner sanctum at the middle. There were 5 glowing chains going into this room. They've all been broken by one means or another, and now there are no more glowing chains in this room. One member of the party has walked into the inner sanctum. The other 2 members of the party were descending down a giant staircase to get to that inner sanctum when they rolled a set of magic dice and broke the final chain. So why don't we go ahead and take a peek inside the inner sanctum to see what's going on? And I guess, why don't we ask Ioric what you've been doing for the past 10 minutes while they're taking a breather at the top of these steps. You just marched right into the inner sanctum, and tell us how that's going down.
So I was hearing whispers to attack the chains, and my thought process was to get down so I could reach the chains when they went into the room. And when I went into the room, I saw a massive angel with metallic wings wrapped in these magic chains, and the chains had to go. And then they did. And that's kind of where we're at.
Okay, so how did the chains go?
I attacked one of them, and then another one disappeared.
So you're attacking the chains, not a whole lot different from what's going on outside of the sanctum. But there's one critical key component of this story that you're leaving out there. Some of these whispers, which have only grown in intensity as you've gotten closer to the inner sanctum. One of these whispers had quite the offer for Ioric, and why don't you share with the group what that offer was?
Oh, if I break the chains, I earn a use of the wish spell.
And what was your response to that?
Yup.
The standard Vadius response. How?
See, you didn't break the chain.
I helped to
You
break
broke.
the
You
chain.
broke several of them.
I broke 4 of them.
What? There were only 3.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
yeah.
rolling the
There were
dice.
5 in total.
You broke.
So as that final chain snaps, with a sound like a cathedral bell ringing out, as if it were underwater, it's a deep, resonant, wrong sound inside the mountain. And the entire mountain itself inhales as a void of air is immediately filled up. And inside this room, this giant angel with metallic wings, like swords, like blades. And from each one of these blades, there's sparks just showering down and bouncing off of the floor. These chains just flicker out of power, and the angel starts shedding these chains off of it. Let's see here. Sorry about that. So for one impossible heartbeat, everything goes still. There's no sound. Every particle freezes in midair. Even your torches' flames stop flickering. The earth itself holds its breath. Then the chains just burst into a million particles. And the light starts to glow from this angel inside the inner sanctum. I know you guys can't tell this, but you can definitely see these beams of light shooting out of the doorways of the inner sanctum.
Well, I worked dead.
This is the kind of light that burns white hot and blue, like lightning striking.
The bear has been vaporized.
And that's when the angel starts to rise from this pit in the middle of the room, a pit which would have looked like this, although the angel doesn't look like that.
I was about to say, the angel looks like
If it looks like that now, I am definitely dead.
Not that. It's an angel. And the stone around it doesn't start to crack as it emerges from this pit. The stone starts to just crumble and evaporate. The wings unfold in these layers of sharp, metallic, burning edged swords. And the face of this angel is beautiful and terrible at the same time. The voice continues to echo in all of your bones, and it just says 2 sentences. Humanity has been judged. The sentence resumes. And the mountain responds the same way that your painting responded when it was attacked.
turns into its pile of corpses.
The mountain is split open like the rib cage of a dying creature, and magma veins ignite and bleed from the side of the rocks. The sky above it blackens and spins counterclockwise as it flickers with electric static, and lightning strikes down like artillery shells from heaven, igniting the forest on fire and destroying surrounding cities. Birds flee away from the mountain, flocks run to escape, and in the small towns and churches where there's holy men clutching onto their holy symbols, those symbols grow hot in their hand and they burn as they melt and crumble into slag. Warlocks all around the world, including the one in our party, completely combust into balls of fire. When the angel finally moves,
I should have been a paladin.
Whoops.
when the angel finally
Oh, it
moves,
would have been worse if you were a paladin.
it does not fly. It climbs out of the ruined mountain, which each step leaving behind a brand in its place. The mountain itself collapses on top of everybody inside of it. With each step, it leaves a brand in its place, and buildings fracture, crops wither, graveyards and battlefields pulse with every step. And then it finally spreads its wings fully. The shadows block out what remaining light is left of the sun. The angel is not here to destroy, it's here to correct. And it drives a mighty sword into the earth. All around the planet, kings drop dead mid-sentence. Dams fail, water boils. Fortress towers implode from within and crumble. Even the dragons of lore feel fear for the first time in centuries. And from your vantage point, under the mountain, which is collapsing on top of you, lava and ash falls upon your bodies, lifeless and judged, and the angel turns its gaze towards a horizon. It finishes the job it was sent to do centuries ago before it was captured. That just leaves one final question as the mountain is falling upon Ioric, the druid bear, with one wish. And what is it?
So I never reached Iork,
No.
and I couldn't fly out after the angel.
No, the mountain collapsed on top of you.
Don't forget your best buddy.
Yeah.
I wish for this to be undone.
Would you like to be specific with your wording?
I would.
Oh, she's gonna undo some things.
Okay.
Just like she undid me.
Yeah, because you're dust.
Use your wisdom.
I'm the only one with any left.
I tell you what, hold that thought, and Salvatore, I'll give you a chance to escape by flying. I hadn't considered that you have the gift of flight with this race, so let's fly. How fast and how high can you fly?
I can fly as high as I need to.
Your movement speed is 30 feet
30
per
feet.
turn?
So running would be 60.
Level 1, you get 30 fly speed. So homebrew race, cool.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Let's see if you can outrun the mountain.
Die.
14.
Yeah, so 14 on an athletics check. I mean, what is a flight check?
Acrobatics?
Sure, acrobatics.
So,
So,
dodging rocks on the way down.
17.
so a 17. Yeah, so you're able to, once you see this happening, of course, the ceiling itself is not open. It's not until the entire mountain cracks open and begins to collapse on itself that you can immediately start heading for one of those cracks. As rocks fall, party dies, right? You're able to dodge a few of these rocks. Go ahead and roll me another acrobatics check with disadvantage.
17 again.
Okay. So you're able to dodge the first wave of falling rocks and the second wave of falling rocks. I will give you one more check, and if you pass, I'll allow you to escape this mountain and die in a much slower and more painful way. So go ahead and roll with disadvantage one more time. An acrobatics check.
Double fives. So 8.
So
Ask for forgiveness.
just before escaping the mountain and escaping from this crack in the mountain, it finally does collapse on top of you, burying you deep within the rubble of what's left of Mount Vale Crux. It was a good run.
I reach the top, and you just see my hand sticking out of the rubble, trying to reach towards the sun.
Yeah, and the rocks just keep coming.
But yeah,
They just
no,
keep
it's a special
coming.
race. You
And
just
then
get
there's
30 feet.
lava.
That's ridiculous.
That's
There's
it,
lava.
forever.
There's
But
ash.
I'm small, so I get disadvantage on creatures larger
Smoke
than me and all that
inhalation.
shit.
Roll a d4 for me.
No, stop with the
No,
D4.
roll a d4.
No,
Roll
crushing
D4.
damage was enough.
Roll a d4.
Stop with the D4s. I hate D4s.
You have died of poison damage, and you're also crazy, and you
It's only one.
can't fly.
And you died of dysentery.
You also can't fly anymore.
You died of
You
dysentery.
should never diss Terry.
You should have rolled the dice when you had the chance. Yeah. No. So a whole mountain fell on top of you, and I don't know what the odds are of getting out of that, but it seems really low.
Caspian at least didn't get crushed by a mountain.
No, he just lit on fire.
I don't know if I even felt it.
You were and then you were not.
Yeah. I was unmade.
So that brings us back over to Ioric, who has this wish.
And he just growls.
And so let's be careful with the wording of this wish.
Okay.
Now, you weren't given a lot of time to make this wish as the mountain is collapsing on top of you.
Think Norm the genie.
Like how many? Do I get a word count or?
No, just tell us what the wish is.
I would want. I wish for the damage caused by the creature to be undone and the creature to be banished.
You wish for the angel to be banished. So, the angel which is granting you the wish, you wish for it to be banished and for the damage
It caused to be undone.
it caused to be undone. Yeah, I don't know how I want to undo that. I'm not big on the undo button.
There is a fun paragraph at the end of wish.
Okay,
If that
let's
matters for
read the spell wish.
No. We'll be here all night. Read the last.
Is it
bit.
like 3 pages?
Oh yeah, it's forever. It's so much. It's
The stress of casting wish to produce any effect.
not any of that. No, it's at the very bottom of the right before the last.
This? There's a 33% chance that you're unable to cast wish ever again.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
You just want to tell me what to read here?
Yeah, I pointed that. This bit.
Oh, that's not the very end. If your wish would affect a god, the god's divine servants might instantly intervene to prevent it, or to encourage you to craft the wish in a particular way. If your wish would undo the multiverse, threaten the city of Sigil, or affect the Lady of Pain in any way, you see an image of her in your mind for a moment. She shakes your head and your wish fails.
That's not the Lady of Pain, is it?
No, but it is a god's divine service.
Right. So this, so the wish that you're trying to make, it seems as if it could not be granted because it would not unmake itself with the wish.
Wish for a second chance.
Is there another way you'd like to phrase this?
I mean, if you're basically saying anything involving the creature is not going to work because the creature itself was casting the wish.
Ask her to undo and not judge.
Or undo and give humanity a second chance at judgment.
Yeah, I wish for a second chance. We'll just do it at that. That's probably, well, honestly, all we get out anyway.
You wish for humanity to have a second chance?
Yes.
Okay. All right, these terms are acceptable. So as the mountain is falling on top of you, and the warlock has exploded. He exploded. Varric, invisible, but also crushed to death. Salvatore, flying in the air, sniped by a boulder.
Star Fox style, just didn't make it.
Just. And Iorek, you wish for humanity to be given a second chance. So yeah, the angel that was sent here to judge all of humanity and was prevented from doing so, was bound in chains and not able to continue judging the world. Had granted you a wish, you used it selflessly to save all of humanity. And it accepts your wish, giving humanity one more chance. Those who have already been judged have lost their lives, but the rest of humanity is saved. However, rocks fall on Iorek, who is inside of a mountain and did not wish to save himself. So as the mountain collapses on top of you, you have a moment of peace, knowing that you saved millions, billions of lives.
All of them. Well, literally all of them.
You
All the
remember how
rest
much
of
you
them.
love Halo Reach, right?
That was me.
Yeah.
Um,
Shit, I guess that makes me cat if I got
And
sniped.
then I turned into a badger who can dig and be fine.
so the
I
mountain,
can fly out. Fuck you.
Crushed up to it.
so the mountain falls on top of Iorek, and you were reduced. Well, it's way beyond 0 hit points, right?
Just mush.
Right. So you would turn back to your druid form.
And then any bleed over damage goes to me. So I just.
Yeah, I mean it's an unfathomable amount of damage that would just be stacked on top.
Yeah, it's all of it.
It's all of the damage. And that is where we're going to call the end of the 5-room dungeon. That's the end of the heist, where you successfully stole the magic dice, but could not escape the mountain before freeing the angel of judgment, for lack of a better word. So, party, that's where we're going to call it here. Any last words before we move on? Let's start with the team leader, Caspian.
I don't know. I think I'm just dust now, right?
You are confetti.
Yeah. I don't have any thoughts.
No, Salvatore, you barely have thoughts left because you're near insanity. Any last words?
The sun on my hand felt good before I was crushed to death.
That's right. You're so close. You were so close to getting there. And then, lastly, our bear breaker of chains.
Hero of the story, saver of lives. I still want them dice though.
And that has been the Crooked Crown Inside the Heist. I've been your DM, Saucy. It's been fun. If you like what you've watched here, watch some of the other groups who have ran the same dungeon, or watch some of the other one-shot adventures that we've done on the channel. So thanks for listening, and we'll catch you again next time.
5-room dungeon, it's a 5-room dungeon. Room 1, guarded and entrance, room 2. Puzzle or roleplay challenge, room 3. A trick, a setback, room